The FIFA Club World Cup has been so interesting in the way that it has actually created more and more and more and more intricacies about how Chelsea are going to play, what we expect from Chelsea in the coming fixtures, and interestingly, the return of a Chelsea player, Estevao, who's playing for Palmeiras now and is actually going to play a Chelsea player next season. And this is so important because this is going to form the basis of our discussion today as we do an in-depth match and tactical preview about this game. So Estevao is expected to be a Chelsea player next season, but currently he's playing for Palmeiras in this Club World Cup. And I really wanted to see him in Chelsea's for this Club World Cup, but unfortunately that has not happened. And if you are fast to watch this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. Pedro has started his training at Chelsea, and from the recent scene that we have seen upon the demise of Diego Jota, questions are even being asked whether Pedro Neto will be in the right state of mind to actually play in this game. And this has informed my lineup selection. In goal, Robert Sanchez has to start. He has been our main goalkeeper in this tournament, and I think his ability to claim crosses and also his shot stopping has been incredible, especially entering this critical point of this competition. I'm going to go with the fullback pairing of Reece James and Cucurella. We really need the experience in the team, and both of them are more likely to give Chelsea what Chelsea need when it comes to actually defending the wide areas. And I believe that they are our best centre-back, best full-back partnership, and why not start them in this important game? I'm going to go with the centre-back partnership of Tosin Adrabayo and Colwill. Maresca tried Benoit. Please, I wouldn't like to see Chalobah start this game. I like the experience of Tosin as well as the experience of Levi Colwill, and I think that will be a better centre-back partnership to have in this game. Then the midfield is where the problem is. Lavia seems to be out. Caicedo is on that yellow card, so he can't play. So I'm going to go with Santos and Enzo Fernandez, as both of them will be most likely preferred to play as Chelsea's starting central midfielders. And now we proceed on to the forward line. Now, the forward line, we're going to have João Pedro, we have Noni Madueke, and we have Palma. João Pedro will start slightly from the left, while Noni will start from the right, while Palma will start through the middle. I've said that João Pedro can actually play as a left winger, and it will not be his position, but I wouldn't mind starting him today because, again, we are not so familiar with the situation about Pedro Neto. If Pedro Neto starts, then João Pedro can come from the bench. Leading the line definitely is Liam Delap. And since I don't know whether Jackson's situation, the first time I heard is that he would be available if we proceed to the semi-finals. But since he's not available for this match, that is what I presume. I don't know if it is the reality. Somebody can correct me in the comment section. But Jackson Delap is our only number 9. So what will be Chelsea's approach with the ball? Chelsea's approach with the ball will be quite similar and quite familiar. The 4-2-3-1 structure that we expect. And this structure is going to be much more different compared to what we have been expecting, because it will actually shift from the way we expect Chelsea to play. And how is this so? The wingers will start out wide, and then Fernandez and Palma will move to occupy those half space zones. I think there will be a slight adjustment with Fernandez moving to the right and Palma moving to the left. Then I expect Cucurella is much more better playing as an inverted fullback. I want him to play alongside Santos so that he can help increase the defensive strength there. Why is that so? Because I am not so confident with Sanchez in this huge game that I would be with Caicedo actually covering the ground. And Sanchez and Cucurella can play in that system, allowing Fernandez and Palma in those half space positions, and Pedro and Noni Madueke in those wide channels. The 3-5 gives Chelsea balance, a balance in attack, as well as a rest defense that is ready to counter press and win the ball whenever Chelsea tend to lose it. Another way that Maresca might also decide to set up Chelsea if he doesn't want to maintain the box structure, which is the 3-5, the 5 attacking players and the 5 defensive rest defense players, is by trying to move into something that he has attempted to use this season. And that structure that he has attempted to use is actually using a back 4. And this back four system is quite unique because it's a back four system coupled with two midfielders sitting deeper. That is Fernandez coming deeper to help Santos. And then we have players such as Pedro and Delap leading the line as a front two. And a player like Dewsbury Hall coming in so that Chelsea now can have that 4-2-2 structure that I'm telling you Maresca is thinking about. So that now Chelsea can have overloads in that midfield while the width is generated by both Cucurella and Reece James looking to overlap to help the cross. This might actually be helpful since Chelsea will have two number nines, that is João Pedro and Liam Delap in the team, and that is going to give Chelsea much more needed aggression. Also, rather than having Dewsbury Hall, you can also decide to have Christopher Nkunku playing in that left half space position. And I really did an elaborate explanation on what we expect in this game, the Pedro Neto situation, with a guest of mine who actually joined us in this video. So let's just listen here. So we do have some very interesting news about the quarterfinals game. Super interesting because it looks like we are going when we are very light in midfield, extremely light in midfield.
Yes, the news we hear about Romeo Lavia is out, probably out of the squad for tomorrow. I know Maresca said they are going to assess him today, but I don't think Lavia will be ready for tomorrow game. Then
Caicedo's yellow card came at the worst time.
Yes, of course. But also, I'm not scared about that because I don't see Palmeiras to be strong in the midfielder. So I don't know your opinion on that. Have you watched some Palmeiras game and how do you analyze? But for me, it will not be as a tough game as Flamengo, for example. No. That is my opinion.
I actually think also we are going to go through. Yeah, I think we'll go through, but it is now it's up to Esugo. I think I saw him playing one of the games in the group stages and he looked well. So he just needs to be a little bit cautious with the way he tackles. I know he's a player who gets a lot of red cards, so he needs to be very careful with the way he tackles. I saw his passing, it's not quite bad, he's okay. He should just do the basics. Sit in front of the defense, win the ball, receive the ball, give the ball to Fernandez and allow Fernandez to probably play. But I think Maresca might decide to even play the system he played with against Flamengo by using Reece James in midfield and having Gusto play at right back. And I don't like that system.
I'm scared about that. I'm scared about that. Playing James in the midfield and putting Gusto as a right back. For me, I don't know the fitness of Malo Gusto, especially in these tournaments. I don't know, but I prefer to see James as a right back. And in midfield, I think if we play Andre Santos and Enzo together, yeah, we can catch up. But now we will face an issue on box-to-box midfielder.
Yeah, that's why I was saying that I think probably Santos and Esugo have to play together in that midfield.
Okay.
They are young. And I saw that somebody was saying that Santos is not quite comfortable with the ball. The people who watched the other game, which was played very late. Also this one is being played very late. I don't know how I'm going to even try to watch that.
For me, I will play Andre Santos ahead of Esugo.
I think he's more experienced having played for Strasbourg.
Yes. And from what I saw, he's more comfortable with the ball compared to Esugo.
So you'd probably okay, but we can't play Esugo and Fernandez. We do play not Esugo, Santos and Fernandez, because we do play Caicedo and Fernandez.
Yes.
But now Cucurella will have to come to midfield and help him. So Cucurella will not have to go for.
Okay. What system do you prefer? Do you prefer to have two fixed midfielder, or you prefer to invert
A fullback?
A fullback. Yeah.
In tomorrow's game, I would prefer to invert a fullback. Because if it is two midfielders, then I want Lavia and Caicedo. You see, Lavia sometimes it's very problematic with him, because I saw the way he talked about Caicedo. He praised Caicedo that were it not for Caicedo really helps him a lot when he's playing together. Sometimes he loses the ball and Caicedo wins it. Then when Caicedo is out, why are you being unfit when the team needs you? You see, this is the problem with Lavia. When we don't have Caicedo, he's also not there. That's one problem that we have with him.
Yes.
You see, I might even bite the bullet and say probably we can just play Santos and Dewsbury Hall. Because Dewsbury Hall has been a very good player.
Yes. Dewsbury Hall can play, but the only things with Dewsbury Hall, I think, is losing the ball very, very, very much when he plays. I don't know what happened to him, but he doesn't have that capability to keep the ball.
Yeah.
That is the problem with Dewsbury Hall. Maybe to play him as a box-to-box midfielder, because when he lose the ball like in the higher on the pitch, so it's okay. We have the defense, we have the midfielder. But if he lose those kind of ball in the midfield, automatically it expose the defense.
Yeah, and also one thing about Dewsbury Hall is that there's one underrated skill that he has that people don't talk about. His finishing is really good. It's so good. Like the goal he scored against the last game. I think Jackson plays that. Shoots that goal. Jackson doesn't score that. You saw how that goal was. There's a way he lifted it up, hit the goalkeeper, and then slashed it with force in the far. It was interesting. I don't think Jackson scores that. If you checked that goal, because he was also under pressure from two defenders. Were running against him, and the way he managed to compose himself and actually score that goal, it's really impressive.
That's why I have another opinion about Dewsbury Hall. I see many people are saying that we should sell him, but no. I don't have that opinion. For me, I want to keep Dewsbury Hall. It's very important for the team. You know, next season we are going to play Champions League. We are going to play